This is the Leo Climaco Podcast.
Welcome to the Leo Climaco Podcast. I am your host, Leo Climaco. Today, we have a very, very special guest. He's a personal trainer. His name is Will Lance. Hi, Will.
Hello, my man.
Thank
How
you
are
so
Leo?
much. Welcome to the show.
My man, thank you for the invite.
I am so happy you're here.
I'm happy I'm here. Thank you for the invite.
No problem. Will, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start with a quick introduction, who you are, what you do.
Absolutely, man. My name is William Lance. My IG is The WILLPOWER Effect. That name means much more than just me. That's more than the brand itself. I'm born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm 38, so I moved here, I think, at like 27, so I've lived in Miami for a little over 10 years. And
Do you consider yourself a local?
I definitely do, man. I mean, once you're 10 years in somewhere,
Yeah,
like,
I
dude,
agree.
You're a Miamian.
For sure.
Kicker is, my wife is Venezuelan. I speak very little Spanish. That's a little odd from time to time.
Come on.
I know, man.
Come on. You
No
live in
excuse.
Miami. You're married to a Venezuelan.
Stubborn, bro. I'm
You
stubborn. I'm sorry, and that's a whole other thing you need to learn. It's like I don't want to put my time here. I got to put my time other places. But my wife helps me out with a lot. So do my clients. My clients are mostly, well, not mostly. They're a lot of Spanish.
Yeah.
But Spanish is a good language. Anybody listening in the Midwest, learn multiple languages.
For sure. But I bet you do understand some, right?
I
At
do,
this point?
poquito español. I speak personal trainer Spanish.
Got
so like
it.
it's like uno más, dos más, vamos, dale. Move your ass, you know? But more than just that. Two things I'm very, very proud of is my parents. My parents are locals as well. They live in Pompano. And
I'm in Pompano.
My mom and dad are, my mom was the first woman crew chief ever in the Marine Corps,
Wow.
former Marine. You answer a test question if you go in the Marines about my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's incredible, man.
That's incredible.
Irish
It really
family,
is.
amazing people. My dad, it was also a Marine, phenomenal human being. Those are my pride and joys. My mom, my dad, they're my best friends.
That's beautiful.
They're a big purpose of mine. Every man has to have a purpose. They're also my energy source, my grounding source too.
Are you a
No, I'm the
only
youngest.
child? You're the youngest.
I'm the youngest. My brother just passed away not too long ago. My sister's still alive and beautiful, Nina. My brother Jeff had passed away. He had bad kidneys. He had kidney failure.
Sorry to hear that.
So good, man. I'm sure he's in a better place. And there's so much, man. I can talk.
Let's start here.
Yeah.
Who was Will in high school?
Ooh, shit. That's a good question. I go by the name Will the Thrill, too.
Will the Thrill.
I think Will the Thrill
Did that start in high school?
That started in high school. That started in high school. I was a wild boy. I hated school. School was not for me. I couldn't sit still
This was in Indiana.
in Indiana. And I can go into deeper stories, too. Like, I just did not like school. It was a waste of time for me.
Same. I agree
It
with
was
that.
a great social experiment, though,
For sure.
because I love being around people.
You met a lot of people.
Oh, my God.
But the classes were so dull, so boring.
That's not what I want to learn. You're telling me what I got to
Yeah.
learn. That's not what I want to learn.
Right.
I know the basics. Let me go into the basics. But now once you understand the basics of something, let me choose where I want to put most of my time.
Right.
And you didn't get to do that. So I also got kicked out of school several times in Lawrence North in Indianapolis, Indiana. Got kicked out several times. Had to go to an alternative school. I also got in a lot of fights. I was a feisty little kid. That's going to kind of lead into the next story. I did not like school, but I got lucky enough. I got into some trouble. I hung around some pretty bad kids. I got into some trouble.
How did
And-
we all?
Thank you. And I hope some people have. When somebody tells me they're not getting in any trouble, I'm like, bro, you've missed a large part of your life.
I agree.
And the guys
Because
I
you learn a lot
the
from
guys I
that.
connect with
Yeah.
have a bit of a past.
100%.
'Cause
There's a
we-
friction there,
Dude.
that you have to experience to learn.
But friction's fun.
Yes.
I want friction. If you're boring and dull, like I've sat around them, and I'm not gonna say any of them because I train a lot of bankers and tech guys. But some of them is like, bro, you haven't gotten out of the damn house. You
Too
gotta
sheltered.
get out. You gotta get out. You gotta make some fucking mistakes.
Yeah,
Sorry about
man.
the language.
No, please.
So,
Feel free.
dude, I got in some trouble though. I got in some pretty serious trouble when I was a kid, and I went to jail.
How old were you?
Fuck me. I think I was 18.
Okay.
18 when I got in serious trouble.
What'd you do?
I was driving with some friends in the car, and this is a beautiful story from God. I was driving the car, and I remember clearly I was at a graveyard with my buddies because it's Indiana. You ain't got shit to do. So we're in a graveyard.
Okay.
Drinking whiskey, smoking weed. And I was high as hell, drunk as hell. And we're like, dude, let's go to the movie theater. So we go to the movie theater. And I get in a horrific accident. And I'm the cause of it.
You were driving.
I was driving. I'm the cause of it. They had to get Jaws of Life to bring people out of the cars, all kinds of stuff. And also, this is a powerful story, very powerful story. I remember the horrific moment where I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Being in the car and there's glass everywhere. My friend's face is bashed. My friend's in the back seat, their legs are all broken.
Is everybody alive?
Everybody's alive, but not a single fucking scratch on me.
Wow.
And I get up because I get conscious enough and I get out of my car and I'm like, look at this shit that I've done. I start getting people out of the cars. Now, other cars, they had to get the Jaws of Life out to get some people out.
What did you hit?
I went left thinking that was a green light, but that was a red light. And cars were still coming. So I go left, bam, get hit several different times by several different cars.
Got it.
And it was just a bad
So you were like in a pinball machine.
100%. That's how I would picture that. Because it was that. Because I remember I got stuck at one time and got hit again. I was like, holy shit. And got stuck again and got hit again.
Oh, my God.
So it was like that. But, brother, not a single scratch on my body. And I deserved everything that happened to me after that. Being all the monies, jail, and all that other stuff.
Right.
But being in jail.
How long were you in jail for?
A couple weeks. Okay. I got lucky. My pop spent a bunch of money that he didn't have to get me out of jail, and I'll never forget that. But at the moment, let me rewind real quick. So getting people out of the cars, and I realized right then, almost like the movie Bruce Willis in the movie Unbreakable.
Okay.
I'm like, wow,
I've seen that one.
Definitely meant for something more than this bullshit that I'm living right now. And so I'm getting.
Isn't it crazy how sometimes like you got to get punched in the face,
especially guys like me,
in order to get the message that God's trying to deliver to you?
100%.
You know,
and unfortunately, I gotta get hard. Not anymore.
Right.
I'm a grown ass man now, but back in the day, I need to get hit hard, dude. And I think a lot of people are that way. That's why youth needs coaches.
I agree.
Youth needs coaches, and they 100%. Need coaches that they can believe in. That's why when you made that speech when I first met you, Coach Prime, in my opinion, is amazing.
Amazing.
I can feel you when you speak, and I know you've been there. If you're talking, I don't think you've ever been there, I can't buy into it.
I agree.
I can't buy into it.
I agree.
Tom Brady. I brought up Tom Brady, remember?
Yep.
And I was like, these guys, if they wanted to be, they could be the next Tony Robbins.
Oh,
if
for
they
sure.
Wanted to be. If they wanted to.
They're so inspirational.
Oh, my God, man, because they've been there.
Yeah.
I need to know you've been there.
Yeah. That frequency of locking in is a very high frequency.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? My mentality.
100%. Yeah. So, dude, while I was there, I forgot to tell you the story. I've lived a life where I've met few angels in my life. Real angels, not self-entitled angels, but real angels. And I remember I was sitting back, and just if you can picture the story, ambulances everywhere, fire trucks, people, oh my God,
police
the voices.
Cars.
Jesus. So I'm a young-ass kid. I'm like 18. I'm at the side of the road just looking at this carnage that I've created. And this beautiful woman comes up to me. Her name's Diana. And she's like, were you a part of that? I was like, yeah, I was. She's like, honey, here's my card. Everything's going to be okay. Give me a call when you get out. She wasn't a lawyer. She was a home builder, for God's sakes.
Wow.
She just wanted to consult me and make sure I was okay. Because if you talk to me, you're going to know I'm a really good man. I've just made some mistakes in my life.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I've made some shitty ones, too. I've never hurt other people intentionally,
right.
But I made some bad ones. So long story short, called her, developed a great friendship with her. I'm in jail. A cop sees me, and a police officer sees me. He's like, dude, why are you here? He's like, you're up every morning doing push-ups and pull-ups and shit. He's like, you're a good dude. You shouldn't be with these kids. Like, why are you here? I couldn't answer that question at that time. And even furthermore, I remember I was on a 23-hour lockdown, trying to look outside the window, the shitty-ass little window. I see this beater of a car drive by, Leo. And I think to myself, I was like, I would die to be that guy right now. That cat driving a beater. I would die to be that guy right now. Because I'm being told when to piss, go to the bathroom, eat dog shit food. I will never be back here again. Never was back there again. Once I got out, I had an appreciation for life.
Can't even imagine.
Never talked to those people again that I was smoke weed and drink with all the time. Right. I was also on house arrest forever. But no, man, that led me into boxing. And as everybody's heard the story of boxing.
Boxing's a great tool.
Jesus, dude. It's a pugilist sport. It's a
Yeah.
fighting. What is more honest than fighting?
Yeah.
Meaning, somebody you can look at somebody and be like, that guy looks like a beast, but he can't take a punch.
Right.
Or he has no lungs. But then you see a skinny, scrawny cat had a hard life. He's got lungs. He's got power. He's got fortitude. He's got the Mamba mentality. That fucking cat is so hard to beat.
Yeah. He's
'Cause
dangerous.
You can't beat him.
No.
He's been beaten.
Yeah.
And so I took all that stuff that I had in my life, so I still have a little bit of it, and I put that into boxing, and I became one of the best boxers in my state.
That's awesome.
I won several different titles in different weight classes. But you know what I did, brother?
It's amazing.
Is discipline. Discipline is the key. Like made me feel disciplined. I had to get up and run, not party, not drink, not
Right.
socialize with bad people, because bad people aren't getting up and running at midnight
No.
or 6 a.m. I was doing all that shit and fighting. And I realized that action produced such great results. My city respected me. People that didn't even know me respected me.
Let me ask you a question.
Hit me.
Why was being in jail such a punch in the face for you?
I was around really bad people, bro. Like, I was waking up around people I had no business to wake up around.
But what about that experience of you being in jail really woke you up? Was it that
loss of freedom? Loss of freedom, brother. Loss of freedom. I mean, freedom is so beautiful. We can, goddamn, man, like something so simple. Like, I love to play video games on my off time. I can't play video games. I love my mom and my dad. I can't see my mom and dad, but when I saw them, when I would have to go to see the judge,
Right.
the heartbreak that they saw me and I saw them, I was like, yo.
the disappointment?
Oh my God. And I come from an amazing mom and dad. Not a rich family, but an amazing love mom
Right.
and dad. I don't have a hard upbringing at all. Dude, that's a great question. But yeah, it was just like, this is not for me. And that ain't for nobody. Even if you're raised in the hood, that ain't even for you, because you can make a change.
For sure.
It's not for anybody. But discipline got my ass out of never going back. Cats that go back have no discipline. They don't have any structure. No, it's not your fault, but I took ownership. A police officer had the balls to tell me, hey, this isn't for you, and go see a boxing gym. He told me that. They go take
What a
that
great
energy.
advice.
Oh my God, but thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Take all that energy and that chip on your shoulder and go put that somewhere. He had the balls to do that, dude. He could have just let me go. Whatever, it's another punk kid. He's going to be a statistic. No.
That woman that gave you that card,
Diana.
did you ever ask her why she gave you that card?
Damn, man, I can't remember. I'm sure I did. I think she probably
You know what I
said
mean?
something.
Like what within her inspired her
Yeah, there's
to
no
say,
gain.
I want to be a part of your life.
There's
let
no
me,
gain.
Let me guide you.
I was
let me
like,
help you.
is she a child molester? Like, what's this woman's deal? But no. Like, I remember my mom would take me to her house and she would just be sweet to me. Like, when you have somebody, I'm used to my mom being sweet to me, my
Right.
woman being sweet to me. But when somebody's sweet to you that has no gains from you, that's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
And especially a man and woman. Like, when a woman's just sweet to you, I was like,
Right.
Jesus Christ. She had no reason to do that, man. And my mom loved her. She was just an amazing person.
That's beautiful.
An amazing. I don't even know where she's at now or what she's doing now, but she'll never be forgotten, ever.
That's
She's
amazing.
a huge part of my youth.
Yeah, for
Yeah, man.
sure.
But no, but brother, seriously, boxing changed my life, and I didn't tell you this. I remember I was getting tired of getting hit in the head because the way I fight is really aggressive.
I
But
bet.
you get hit. But you get hit. Once you hit, you're doing all right. But once you get hit, you're getting hit.
For sure.
And I fight usually bigger guys. And I remember I was developing a stutter. And I was like, damn.
Because you were getting hit so
I was
much.
getting hit so much. And I was like, I don't want this. And I told my mom that. I was like, I don't want this. And so I took that discipline and put it into business. Now, other fillers in that story is that I still worked for my dad's coffee shop at the time. Shout out to Jeffrey's Java Cafe. I had my own lawn care business that was
Nice.
cutting grass all the time, push mowing because I wanted to grow my legs. And but I was like, man, I want to take this discipline and structure and do like white collar work.
Right.
And I remember the first time my mother owned this beautiful real estate company, and shout out to her former company, Innovative Solutions.
Innovative
Solutions. She's a miracle of a human being. I would love for you to meet her, Leo. But
I owned a company once called Innovative Apps. That's why that just triggered that.
I love that, bro. I love that. And it was helping people out of foreclosure. So when people couldn't afford their mortgages, my mom would do a subject to. She'd take over their mortgage.
I know exactly what that is.
I'm sure you do, brother.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So we would
It's beautiful
do that.
work, to help people like that.
It's everything.
It really
Especially
is.
if you make money.
Someone's home, exactly.
It's no longer a risk, nor it's no longer an asset nor a liability.
Right.
You take it over, but it's no longer a risk. So the divorce that they had, that they can't afford the home, job loss, whatever it may be, the reason that she would take it over was always significant.
Right.
And we'd make very small margins. Like when I look at it now, it's very, very small margins. But I remember she paid me $500 one day to rent out a house. $500.
Okay.
And you're coming from a kid that's making $25 to cut grass. I think my dad paid me a measly $8 an hour at his coffee shop. I was like, 500 bones, and all I had to do was make a phone call.
Let's do it.
Done. Changed my mind. Remember you were talking about the billionaires.
Yes.
I started making a little bit of cash. And I've always had a good brain for business and advertising and marketing and working with people.
Man, once you get the taste of making money.
And making it not working your ass off.
Yeah.
And
everyone thinks that you have to work so hard
smart,
to make
man.
money. You don't.
Gotta work smart.
You really don't.
And when people say work smart, that's way too general. You just gotta find a niche.
Yeah.
And where's that marketplace?
excel at it.
And sell it. And selling is not bad. It's something we were talking about earlier. You just gotta have good, clear communication skills. And sell to somebody that wants your product.
Right.
Like they want it, they just don't know you want it. Now give them as much information for them to make a good decision and why it's a good decision to go with you.
Right.
And if they don't want it, meaning in my case, they don't want to be fit. They don't want to be healthy.
They don't want to be successful.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't want to be successful, right?
And that's okay.
They're
It's not
coach
for
in the
everybody.
basement, right?
Yeah.
Then whatever, that's okay. But then that's not your client. That's okay.
100%.
Because I don't think you should try to service everybody.
No.
I
I
don't.
don't chase. I
Nah.
attract.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah.
I dig that, man. So there's a lot to unfold there, bro. But that story is that from my Jeffrey Java Cafe days, I learned sales. I learned people's coffee orders, and I remembered them. And I remembered how to talk to people, and look them in their eyes. Bada boom, bada bing. Communication is huge.
Huge.
Speak with a voice too, like you mean it.
Huge.
Right? And I would sell croissants, or I'd
Eye
sell.
contact.
Amen. Amen, bro. It's out of respect.
For sure.
Out of respect. And a lot of youth now, they don't have that. Some
No,
of
they
them
look
do.
down, they have their head down.
And it shocks the hell out of me.
It's
Every time they
crazy.
shake my hand,
Looking
they
at
look
their
at
phone.
me. Yes. And I get the phone, but don't do that as you're having a conversation. Be
Right.
here, be now.
Right.
Because there might be a small nugget that you're going to learn. And to me, I'm a very sensitive human being. There's always a small nugget in everything.
For sure.
In everything.
You can learn from anybody.
100%.
I don't think age matters. I don't think life experience matters.
Yeah.
You can learn something from anybody.
Amen, dude.
Uh,
Be open. Empty your cup. Every human being you meet, I don't like egotistical people. I'm not a big fan. I can't
agree.
stand a narcissist.
I agree.
Empty your cup.
Got to be humble.
Empty your cup. You know what I do for a living. You don't know how good I am at it, though.
Right.
Why would I tell you? You don't need to know. It's either like, yeah, well, if you do need to know and you really want to know, then I'm going to tell you. But my cup is empty when we're talking. I want to learn about you. You learn about me. There's no preconceived notions.
So since you brought it up, how good are you at what you do?
Pretty damn good, bro.
And how did you get to it? How did you decide to become a personal trainer? How did that come about?
Okay. So in Indianapolis, 2008, the market crashed.
Right.
Right? We lost all of our money. I was literally poor. I didn't have a pot to piss in.
Wow.
I lived in my mom and dad's basement. They didn't have much money either. They had to move. They got a foreclosed on in their
You're
house.
probably in your late 20s or 30s?
Exactly. Middle
Yeah.
20s,
Okay.
I think. Middle 20s. I had a girlfriend. I had 2 dogs, beautiful dogs. And I lived in my parents' basement, just a bum. Not a bum, but like just nothing, right?
Yeah.
And I remember crying and being sad and just like, damn, look where I'm at right now, right? Well, luck has it, my dad got a job transfer, what he was doing. That's a long story, but he got a job transfer to go to Florida. And so he moved to a little apartment in Key Biscayne.
Okay.
Small little apartment, though.
Yeah.
And so mom goes, and they keep telling me that, hey, man, come out, just restart. I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to make it work out here. I'm going to become a car salesman or something. I'm going to make it work. And they're like, no, dude, come out here. 6 months goes by, I finally come out. Put the ego to the side, put the pride to the side. Key Biscayne.
Key Biscayne, I'm sorry.
Small,
That's right.
Small little island off of Miami. Small little island.
I know exactly where it is.
Island of Paradise is actually what they
Yeah.
call it. I move out there, and just get my mental health right, I get back into working out every day, running. But I'd go to this beautiful park, shout out Key Biscayne Village Green Park, and I'd go and work out at Village Green. And T-Fit, shout out to T-Fit 360, this guy that owns this boot camp would see me. And he'd be like, yo, who is this white boy out here shadow boxing, moving like Floyd Mayweather? And that's what he called it. He called me White Boy Floyd.
That's great.
He was like, who is this kid?
What a compliment.
What a compliment. And people give me compliments all the time like that, and they don't even know me. And that tells you how beautiful people are and how impactful people are. This cat
sure.
didn't even know me.
Yeah.
And he put me on his social media, and he was like, yo, come check this guy out.
Dope.
Long story short, people come to work out with me, and I didn't want to, but they would work out with me. And I didn't know what to charge people. I was like, $25 an hour, no big deal. $25 a session, you can work out with me, and we can have some fun. I can show you stuff.
Right.
Long story short, that's nothing, right? And I was like, but how I know I'm good is your retention. In anything, it's your retention.
Right.
How many people retain your services?
For sure.
And it wasn't just the price. And trainers would work out with me. They go, bro, you need to start charging like $150 a sesh. Like, you're just sick, dude. And I was like, $150 an hour. I was like, I don't have the certifications. I don't have any of the degrees you guys have.
Don't matter.
It does not matter. But if you work out with me, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna be like, whoa. Even from my warm-ups.
For sure.
You're gonna be like, wow, I'm training like an athlete. And that's what I did, and that's what I do. And how I know I'm so good is my retention, and how I know I'm so good is I've seen a few other trainers that are really good and considered really good in the work in that place.
Right.
And they're not me. You know what I mean? They're really educated, but they can't communicate the way I communicate. They can't make you, when you're with me, you know I'm doing everything I'm teaching you too. Like, it's not something I just read from a book.
Right.
This is all stuff I'm doing too, probably a little bit more too, and I do it every day. And so, yeah, man, I came out here and started working with clients, and I was like, damn, I can make money from this. And so I rented a couch off of Craigslist.
Okay.
Just to stay on somebody's couch, because I want to stay at my parents' house. And so I stay at this guy's couch. Him and I get into it. I don't do well living with other men. So long story short, man, my very good friend, shout out to Jason Du Bois, he was like, yo, dude, let's get I went from a couch to a penthouse in Miami. He's like, bro, let's be roommates. He was like, let's do
split.
roommates, get a split, and get a penthouse. And we did a penthouse in Edgewater. And that was a really cool experience because it's the first time I ever lived well. Like, I lived well. Beautiful
And
girls.
once that starts, you don't want to go back.
You will never go back.
It's like flying first class. Once you fly first class,
bada boom.
You can't go back, bro.
100%.
You just can't.
100%. And so your work ethic has to back that up.
Yeah, for sure.
And so my work ethic backed
But
that
you
up.
know what? Like, it makes you want to work harder.
100%.
You know, because you want to keep that up.
100%. A nice watch, nice clothes.
Yeah.
Better company, better people around, better.
Yeah.
I've always been very into women, so like better women. You
For sure.
get better women. It's like, damn.
Your
You know?
aura grows. You start attracting all that.
100%, man. 100%. And I'm still I've not scratched the surface of where I want to be. But I know it's possible. And so we both go our separate ways. I start getting into way wealthier clients. And when we were talking about billionaires and whatnot, I started getting into some of the most influential people in Miami. Start training some
That's
of the
awesome.
most influential people in Miami. And
It's a great contacts.
Oh, dude. And they become friends, though.
Yeah.
Like most of my clients become like family, like really, really tight. Like,
Working out is so personal.
oh my God, I see you
know
at
what I
such
mean?
an emotional state.
Yeah.
And then you hear my voice, and you hear my voice try to lift you up from that state of feeling weak or
Right.
beaten.
Right.
You know, like, wow, I can trust Will. Will's got me. Will's not going to judge me. Will is going to bring me up.
He's
And that's
gonna support me, yeah.
100%.
Will's going to spot me.
You're damn right. It's about me with heavy ass weight on my back or whatever it may be, and I
Yeah.
can trust Will. It becomes a trust thing. Yeah, man. So that's kind of how I got into the business. I never worked for a
great.
gym a day in my life, Leo.
Wow.
I've always been private. Like, it's always outside, or I go to your house. Never corporate structure in my entire life,
Wow.
ever.
So your work style is very calisthenic based?
I wouldn't say that.
No?
I'd say if you would put a title on it, I'm a hybrid athlete.
Okay.
And I train my guys that way. But I would say it's HIIT based, high intensity interval training based.
Understood.
Mixed with athletic plyometric training.
Got it.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Leo, I'm going to run you through one day, man.
Let's do it.
I'm going to run you through one day.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
I'm going to run you through one day.
Let's do it. I would love it.
Yeah, man.
I get a kick out of it. We could actually record it.
Bro, I was telling them about that.
That would be great.
I need guys because I have such a vision for Facebook ads, so many different things, but it's not my space.
Right.
I don't know how to, I can shoot decent video,
Right.
but not what I really want.
I know what you mean.
Thank you. It's not what I really want, and I don't want to half-ass
got
anything.
you.
Thank you.
Don't you
I don't
worry.
want to thank you. I love you. But I don't want to half-ass anything, so I haven't developed online programs. Because there's people all over the world that follow me and that trust me and my training style. But I can't sell them anything.
You would make a killing.
Well, I would love to be a JV. Who knows? But I would like somebody that has my back that can help me in the areas that I'm weak. Because content and like the things that sell, leave it to me. But editing and creating and also a business plan and structure, I do need help on. For sure. I'm an artist, man.
We've met for a reason.
Hey,
Will.
100%. You had me at
reason.
talking about Coach Prime. You
I
had
love
me at
that.
talking about Coach Prime.
So speaking of that event, what brought you to Dr. Merriam's event?
Ray Perez. And Ray Perez is someone I met that's never asked for anything from me. And he always gives me, which is rare.
It is rare.
And so
I love
the
Ray.
least I can give that guy is my time. The least I can give that guy is my time. And the kicker is as a PT, though, as a private trainer,
Right.
my time is really valuable.
For sure.
Like if I'm not training clients, I'm losing money.
Right.
And I don't like that. So that's why I was there for a short period at a time. But I was there because one man, heart soul connection, meeting human beings like Miriam, is really, really special for me because it's empowering.
Yeah.
I'm very, I think they call me an empath.
Yep.
I'm actually a sensitive dude, man. Like I'm very into soft melodies like
Right.
that.
Same.
People think because I'm a PT or I'm a fighter or I'm this, that I'm a hard ass.
Bro,
no, not
fighters
really,
are the softest people.
100%. 100%.
Just to share with you, I'm a first-degree black belt in Kyokushin Karate.
I love that.
I trained for like 15 years of my life.
Wow.
I've also done some judo. I've done some jiu-jitsu. I've done some capoeira. So I'm
That's a
deep
beautiful
in the
art.
martial arts world.
It's a beautiful art.
Yes, I know exactly everything, every point that you hit about discipline and about requiring that focus to move forward. You know, I learned that through martial arts. So I know exactly what boxing did for you because it did for me too. You know?
Dude, I didn't tell you this, Leo. I was a black belt in Taekwondo.
Wow.
But almost 6 years. You did 15. 6 years. And I got invited to the Olympics and everything. I didn't
That's
go.
amazing.
But martial arts to me, I wouldn't tell my son, if I ever have a son one day, we'll see what God has planned. I wouldn't tell my son, hey, Dad, I'm getting bullied and I need to learn how to fight. I wouldn't say martial arts.
Right.
I would say boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu.
I agree
Muay Thai.
100%.
But martial arts for anybody, the love I have for martial arts is this. It is zen. It teaches you peace. It teaches you to control your rage.
It does.
Because we have it.
And
I
it gives
have
you discipline.
and discipline.
It
and
gives you structure. Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but I would not say that is your number one form of self-defense.
No, I agree.
No.
I would say jiu-jitsu probably number one, boxing number two.
You got to have hands.
For sure.
You got to have hands.
You gotta
man.
have them hands.
You got to have hands.
Yeah.
But then a guy like me on the ground, I'm not the best on the ground, so you got to have jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know?
Because most fights do end up on the floor.
Damn right.
Unfortunately.
Damn right. And I've seen little guys take up big guys.
Oh yeah.
That's how powerful jiu-jitsu is.
100%.
You know?
Little guys can maneuver faster around you. They'll,
Dude.
they'll turn around, grab your arm, and it's a wrap.
Your arm, your ankle.
Yeah.
Then your life is changed now. I have a broken ankle.
For
Shit.
sure. No, I can't chase you.
Exactly, bro. I can't pivot up for a punch either because
Yeah.
I have a broken ankle. No, but that's a sport I'm actually looking to get in. I'm 38, so it's kind of like
Same.
What's
I'm
the next
35.
move?
Yeah.
What's the next move? And I think it is jiu-jitsu, but I don't want to sit here just do jiu-jitsu. I like
Right.
truly the art of MMA, mixed martial arts. Like
For sure.
I think your sparring should be everything. I think every human should spar. I
Right.
think once a week you should spar. You should let that shit out. I think it's in our DNA.
Yeah.
And I think when you fight, it humbles you.
100%.
It humbles you.
Yeah.
And then you learn the respect
Especially when
of
you
fighting.
get beat.
I've got my ass whooped a lot in sparring.
Same.
A lot.
Got my ass kicked.
Oh my God. By guys you wouldn't think would whoop me.
Yeah. And you know what? I had a great time.
Me too.
I had a great time.
Me too. You leave there, the endorphins, you're like, holy
Yeah.
shit. I only get that boxing or powerlifting or an elite workout.
I know what you
which
mean.
I write those up all the time. But like, I rarely get the endorphins that I get from sparring. And most people are so scared. Dude, you got to learn how to get hit.
Yeah.
You got to learn to get hit. And once you get hit, you're going to realize it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
You need to find a good gym that's not going to hurt you. You're not
Right.
going to go into a fighting gym where they're going to throw you in there like a dog.
Right.
You shouldn't spar. Your coach should teach you fighting for about a month before you spar.
For sure.
Run
Minimum.
hand pads, minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. Know how to defend yourself. And then when you spar, sparring, in my opinion, is a scientist in the lab. It's experimental. You're here to experiment. You play with things. You learn things.
Right.
It's not meant for us to go hard. I do think you should go live every now and then, though. I think you should feel a stranger trying to whoop your ass and you vice versa. You shouldn't only spar with your friends.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? You should be
No.
like, this guy doesn't know me. He wants to bust me up, and, vice versa.
So a quick story. I was 17
Okay.
and I'm sparring with an older. So it's actually his black belt promotion.
Okay.
So
wow.
I'm already a black belt.
Oh, wow.
So it's his
He's
promotion.
full of energy.
So I'm fighting him, okay? And I caught him with a sidekick right to his jaw. He didn't like it. He dropped his guard again. I caught him with the same kick again.
That's his fault.
He was super upset.
Yeah.
The third time, he was ready. He caught my leg and he threw me. I flew like 10 feet. My back.
Were you telegraphing that sidekick, bro? This is the language we speak.
100%. Yeah. So he tossed me so far, man.
I hear you, man.
Man, I hit the mirror. The
He
mirror,
wanted to make a point.
the mirror shattered.
Yeah.
Glass fell all over
Never
me.
understood mirrors in dojos.
Neither did
in
I.
school. I've never understood mirrors.
Neither did I.
That
I
makes
got
sense.
cut up. I got like 50 stitches in my arm.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was insane.
That was your fault, and it was his fault. He got hit 2
100%.
times. It was your fault. You were telegraphing the sidekick.
Yes. I got cocky with
Bro. Yeah,
it.
he's trying to be a black belt, bro. You should not be getting kicked with a sidekick.
Yeah.
In the legs, maybe, or in the waist, but a sidekick to the face. Come on.
Yeah.
And he got hit twice. That's his fault.
Yeah.
No, it's happened, dude. I remember.
happens.
Same. I remember when I was young, because I took the adult class because my brother was in that class, and my sister was in that class. And my dad didn't want to take me to 2 different classes, so I had to take the adult class with my brother. And so I was like young, and in an adult class, and I'd fight bigger dudes.
How old? How young?
Dude, good question. I want to say 8.
Okay, that's young.
I was like 8.
I thought you meant like young, like
No, brother.
14.
But
No.
I was a beast, though. Like, I was
That's
definitely a
crazy.
prodigy. And I was wicked fast. And I could watch Jean-Claude Van Damme and do what he did.
That's
I could
amazing.
watch a movie and be like, I'm going to go practice that in sparring tomorrow.
That's awesome.
And so, but you're young. You think you can do anything. So I'm doing
Quick
that.
question.
Hit me.
Why didn't you go to the Olympics? What happened
My
there?
mom didn't want me to go. She was like, you're not going to have your childhood. Horrible decision, I think. I would have had my son go. She was like, it's going to change you. And it's unfortunate I didn't go, because that would have been a different trajectory for my life.
Yeah, you probably could have been a gold medalist.
Good God, And I should be an athlete. That is 100%. I can wake up every single day and for hours a day train. It's my happiest. It's my
amazing.
sanctuary. It's the perfect balance between focus and relax for when I train.
Right.
It's a perfect balance of focus and relax and pure intensity. And I'm not interested in any girls around or people around or anything like that when I focus and
Right.
I'm in training. Not
It's
that,
so beautiful to have that.
oh man,
Very few people have that.
They do, and you know
No.
what? I try to teach that. That's what I try to teach. I try to teach that lifestyle change for this not to be just a box check that day. Oh, I worked out today.
Right.
Well, dude, did you feel it? I tell my clients when they're doing a movement, I'm like, are you connecting with it?
Right.
Is there a mind-muscle connection? No, not really. Well, then, honey, we're doing something wrong. Let's slow it down a little bit, maybe lower the weight,
Right.
and focus time under tension or wherever it may be. And it's not just doing 15 reps. The reps hold you accountable.
Right.
That's all the reps do. Are we feeling each individual rep?
That was
Each
a great
movement?
question you asked. Is there mind-body
You
connection?
got it, man. You gotta have it because you and I are deep people, and it's like there needs to be more. I think a lot of people are that way. They
For
just don't let
sure.
it out. I have that with fitness, and that's why if you see me, it's bliss. A lot of people watch me when I train. I don't really love that, but a lot of people watch me when I train.
Zenful.
It's sin. You're actually seeing somebody in this flow state.
That's how I felt watching my master train.
Oh, yeah.
Watching him do a kata. Man, it's
pretty.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I haven't heard that word in a long time. Yeah. So when I was 8 years old, I would spar with these older gentlemen, and I put it on them a little bit.
Right.
I'd kick them with a spin kick to the face or a roundhouse kick or whatever the case may be, and they'd throw my little ass around. You got to respect your elders, man.
For sure.
Like, if you that's why clients that I have now will be like, "Hey, Will, can we spar?" I'm like, "That's a lose-lose for me." Why? If you catch me, you don't think I'm that good.
Right.
If I catch you, I'm a bully
And you're liable.
and liable, and it's happened before. And so if I catch you, I'm liable, and all these other things. It's
sure.
like, I want you to spar though. Next question comes about, well, Will, why don't you open a gym? Dude, I don't want to spend $30,000 a month on a gym. You know what that's going to do for me is make my profession and my artwork a business.
Right.
Now I got to think about the overhead.
Right.
And why I'm so good is that, like, I make really good money and I don't think about the overhead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's probably easy enough for you to go into a gym and have some sort of arrangement that you could use a room.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Like, instead of you having the whole overhead, if you really wanted to go that route, you know?
You're clearly a really good businessman. I've thought about that a little bit, but that digs into a lot of it. The money you make. So
For sure.
net,
Because they need a cut, for
yeah,
sure.
so your net, you're just
Right.
like, well, now I got to charge them more. And do they really want to pay any more than what I'm already charging? Like, that's a lot. Now, for some people, it's probably not much. And I don't love group classes for boxing. I'm not everybody hit the bag. No. You need to learn technique before you hit the bag.
Right.
You need to learn how to move with a bag. You know,
For
that's
sure.
when it becomes a real workout and you're actually learning boxing.
For sure.
You will not see the willpower effect be boot camp style classes or we all hit the bag and all this nonsense. I'm not for that.
Just to change your perspective,
Hit me.
it's a marketing thing, right? How I would spin that is I would say, look, we're going to be indoors. We have the option to do indoors and outdoors. There's a bathroom. There's a smoothie station. You're getting more for, you know what I mean? Like you're getting a little better quality for a little more price, and we can do more.
Now, see, that sounds super sexy. I've put my mind there a lot. Actually, I have. But that is a huge overhead.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I've looked into it.
For sure.
Because I want the juice bar. And I want the clothing and the branding. That's something
Right.
we'll definitely talk about. I want all that stuff. Can the business yield enough income for that to be worth it for me? You know?
I do.
For me to net enough. Because what's very expensive in real estate, Miami, is real estate. Commercial and or residential.
I actually just saw an article that Miami is like the #1 city in America for real estate, like the most expensive.
Thank you, tech guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate you guys all coming over here and increasing the price of everything. And it's a huge financial industry now too.
Oh yeah,
Like I think
downtown Miami feels like Manhattan sometimes.
100%, man. Well, Brickell is the financial district of Miami.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like where I met you in Panorama.
Yep.
That's there's a lot of money there, man.
A lot.
The way I look at money, you know what? I think it's just my Midwest bringing. That money to me, I got to do better at that. I got to get it into a better zen about money and understanding that it's out there. And I have enough quality service for that $30,000 a month in the space, wherever the case may be, isn't shit.
Yeah.
But
Literally, there's so much money flying over our head as we speak. Can you imagine the amount of people that are purchasing online right now? That's all virtual.
Literally right now.
Literally right now.
Literally right now.
Yeah.
And they're buying products that don't serve them well.
Yeah.
And they're buying products on a whim because they watch David Goggins and like, I'm just going to buy this product real quick.
Right.
Do you know what you're buying?
Right.
What's the trajectory? Like, what is our setup right now? How are you going to succeed? And you know how you did with the London coach.
Yep.
He did the phone calls. That's exactly what I want to do with the online.
Yep.
I want it to be extremely personal. That you get one phone call per week.
Right. To
And
check in
emails
on
and
you.
texts at all times, anytime.
Right.
But it needs to be, I don't want 100,000 clients. I want to say 100.
Right.
But very high end. And I want to have a team around me too. Leo, I don't know how I want to set that
You
up.
can
yet, but-
easily get that done, and you can charge them $3,000 easy
Yeah.
for like, I don't know, 12 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds very reasonable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
very,
$1,000
very
a month.
reasonable.
It's very, because my clients I have now spend way more than that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't give you the same service that I have with my physical clients
Right.
as I do online. You know, I don't want to be like, oh, it's online, so we're going to pull back. No, same. That's something that I think you and I are going to, we'll see.
100%.
I hope.
Definitely. I'm going to make that happen for sure.
100%, brother. But spreading it, because we so much we can talk about. You were talking about Bulgarians earlier.
Yeah.
I can show you different ways to do Bulgarians to blow your legs up. I love you. Everybody hates Bulgarians. Bulgarians are, what's the king? Squat.
Yeah. for
King
sure.
of squat.
King of squat.
You know what's right next to it, though?
Tell me.
A Bulgarian.
A Bulgarian.
Even more so than deadlift. Everybody should deadlift,
Yeah.
but even more so than deadlift, Bulgarians. It's a single leg squat.
It is.
But I can show you different. What makes me special is I can show you different supersets that goes with it perfectly. It just flows.
Got you. It all interconnects.
100%. Like for me, workout is a blank canvas every day, and I get to just create. I wake up really early in the morning. I typically do my writing of my workouts the day of.
You know, I think that's what scares most people about it.
Tell me.
That they don't know what to do.
Yeah, I agree. I
Because
agree.
it is a blank canvas.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Or they're tired of doing the same shit.
Or that. Yeah.
They're like, oh, I know former athletes are like, yeah, I've done all that. Well, you haven't done all of that.
Right.
Because I could show you some stuff that you haven't done.
Yeah.
And that it's a stimulus. What you're looking for is a stimulus, right? And somebody that's done the same stimulus over and over and over and over, you want somebody to give you a workout program that's going to achieve a different stimulus.
Right.
And I believe that's where I come in. I think that's my strong suit. And then it's my voice, and it's my motivation, and it's all of that stuff.
And your passion.
And my passion, dude.
Yeah,
That's
for
really
sure.
obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Very.
Thank you. And it's dynamic. Like, it's not just weightlifting. You were asking me earlier, what is it? I think it's HIIT, and I think it's athletic training. But you know what? It's boxing.
Right.
It's powerlifting. Every now and then I do bodybuilding style workouts. I do track workouts. I do plyometric workouts. I do speed workouts. Those are things that I think I read a stat recently. It's a wicked stat. It's like 70 or 80% of men over 30 don't ever sprint. 70,
I believe that.
Madness.
Madness.
After 30 years old, you have never sprinted? And it makes sense, I guess, when you watch people.
It makes
it's
sense.
like, holy shit, you've
Yeah.
never sprinted. You don't sprint
And
anymore.
after 30, if you're not building muscle, you're losing it.
Atrophy. You don't use it, you lose it. That's
Yeah.
a very real thing.
Yeah.
That's why people pull hammies when they get older and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Leo, I've had people forever be like, oh, Will, when you get into your 30s, you're going to lose all that. I've had that forever. One of my best clients in the world, shout out to Bart Rains, 59.
Wow.
Shredded.
It's awesome.
Shredded. It's his mind, though. We were talking about the billionaires.
Yeah.
I don't know his financial status and I don't care, but I love his brain. This man and his wife, shout out to his wife, Ariel Rains, they don't miss training ever. They train him every day.
Wow.
And
Dedication. Yeah.
3 years in a row, they've never missed a class.
Wow.
They don't miss classes. It doesn't matter what's going on in their life, they will train. He writes up
That's
workout
beautiful.
programs when they go on vacation that they do.
Wow.
But it's that dedication, man.
Yeah.
And it's
I think he understood that at his age, for him to be as optimal as he possibly
59.
can, he has to train every day.
and Leo, he works like 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
He runs a huge business. For him to be as optimal self, isn't like you hear people say, "Oh, I don't have the time." That's a bunch of horseshit.
It really is.
For you to be at your optimum performance, you need physical exertion every day.
Yeah.
Your body needs to feel stress every day, not just mental, but physical, sweat. You need to feel it.
And you got to sleep too.
Dude, sleep is vital. These cats that talk about I don't sleep and
No,
I
that's
don't
BS.
need sleep.
You got to sleep.
But we'll see how you carry on. I'm curious how your internal system looks. Maybe
Yeah.
externally you look good. Could be genetics or whatever. But how's that nervous system? How's your hormones? Let's see.
Yeah.
Right? Cat, you got to sleep. I
gotta
like
sleep.
a lot of sleep. I try to get like 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I get ready for bed. Like at 9 o'clock, I'm getting ready for bed.
I was out by 10 yesterday.
That's me usually.
I was out.
That's me usually,
So
man.
tired.
I like it. And I feel bad sometimes because my friends want to go out and have fun. I'm like, dude, weekdays.
And you're lucky because you have no kids.
Nada.
I have
I've
two
got a dog.
kids. I have 2 kids and a dog.
And you got multiple businesses.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a lot of responsibility.
I do. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Yeah, you have a lot of responsibility. But I think that's what makes a great man, is how he handles his responsibilities.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
No, brother, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. When people talk about men.
Yeah.
Right? Just because you have a penis and balls, that doesn't make you a man. It makes you a male.
1,000%. Yes.
But how you handle your responsibilities is what makes you a man. And brother, you're a real man.
I appreciate
That's
that.
huge, man.
Thank you, man.
More responsibilities, you get better at that.
Oh, that's that
So,
that's that alarm. Did you hear about this today?
no.
So apparently today, this happening nationally right now.
Okay.
It's some sort of a broadcast alert
Scare the shit out
that
of
they're
us.
testing. Yeah. It's
When the asteroid
TV,
hits.
cell phones. Exactly. Exactly.
What the hell are we going to do with that anyways? We're all, what are we going to do? Oh, man. But
that was beautiful, man. I appreciate that.
no, 100%, man. I
Thank
love
you.
men like that. My clients that are like that. People that handle their responsibilities and take care of them. And having kids, I can't imagine, man. I feel like I'm too selfish to have kids.
I think that's okay.
Thank you.
I think that's perfectly okay because I don't think kids are for everybody, to be honest. I just don't. Like,
Yeah.
I love my kids. I love them dearly, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I've always wanted to have kids.
Okay.
You know, I've always wanted to be a dad. I have 2 boys.
Okay.
So
Wow, awesome.
so they are the joy of my life. I love coming home and hearing daddy
Yeah.
and running to them and kissing them, you know? But bro, it's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
It's really so like
It's the biggest responsibility.
oh yeah.
Another life.
100%.
That's yours.
Yeah.
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 But it's probably a huge driving force, no?
Huge motivation.
Yeah.
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 Because
hear you.
I want them to have everything. You know, I don't want them to have everything. I want them to have every opportunity. Probably better said.
Absolutely. Yeah, I changed once I got married. I felt I've really changed as a man because it's absolutely not about me.
No, it's not.
Because I want her to have the life that she's never had
Right.
because she deserves it. And
And you got to meet in the middle.
brother, yes, I say that all the time. I'm not the household happy wife, happy life. No, happy us. Happy us.
I agree.
If I'm not good, honey, you definitely going to be good because of my energy. You'll feel it. I've got a lot of energy.
Right.
And so no, she put. We all got to be good in this house, but yeah, it's once it's not only about you. Like single men, I can't believe that some of them do it and become successful. It's like there's not enough for me to be successful. It's just me.
I agree.
There's
I
not
need to
enough.
share that.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Like when I see my mom and dad later on today, I'm gonna take them out to a steak dinner,
Nice.
all that stuff, because like, man, I live for that.
I agree.
Life
was meant to be shared.
I'm selfish in the sense for my time.
For sure. I get that.
My time.
I get that.
I gotta have me time.
Because if you're going to have kids, you're not going to have me time
Nope.
for 3 years.
Nope. And even probably then, right?
It gets easier
Okay.
to have me time once they're like 3, almost 4.
But do you really ever have me time other than in your car?
No.
No. See, there you go.
No. This is my me time.
I love it.
Being here with you guys, talking
Amen.
to you, this is my me time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. But God has not given me kids, so I'm just gonna take that as a.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I have a dog, man. That's
Yeah,
enough.
man, enjoy.
I have a big ass
Enjoy your
beautiful dog.
dog.
That's enough, and even too much at times. But you know what
Yeah.
I do is I put him in the cage when it's too much. Can't do that with a kid.
No.
No,
No, you can't.
Get rid of the kid.
No, you
Hey,
can't.
Dad, how you doing? Go in the room.
Yeah.
No, you
Good
can't
luck
do
with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. No.
Will, let me ask you a question that I ask just about every guest. What is your big dream?
I don't want to be confined to time obligations. And I don't want that to be my only way of making money. It's just trading time for money. And I know that's a huge part of it. My mother tells me a lot of the time. But and I love my clients, but I want to be able for my wife and I to go travel and money still coming in the door. That's a huge reason why I don't travel. I'm old school. I'm not okay with spending money and not making it.
Right.
Even though I have enough in the bank,
Right.
I'm not okay with that. That's just not the way I am.
No, I get it.
And I like being like that.
Right.
it is my duty as a man and a business person to develop a business, and a husband to develop a business that we can go live a beautiful life, and I don't have to only trade time for money. I'm okay with doing that, but not only doing that.
Right.
Having that be my sole thing. And my dream is, dude, also to share what I do with, my God, man, everyone. To at least have knowledge of what I do. And then you can pick and choose whether you want to do it or not.
Right.
And then I want to touch on people emotionally, physically. Men's mental health, I'm huge into. I want to help my men. I want to help my young professional men that want to be the best version of themselves. I want to help them.
So do I.
I want them to know.
I agree
And
with
I
you.
want to build a team amongst, because I've been a Rambo my whole life. I've only and always worked for myself. I would love to have a team of human beings with the same vision and that are very good at what they do, and to help people in the masses. And I would love to do eventually podcasts and go on a stage and talk and just and show and implement and follow up. And dude, I just want to help people.
I love it.
Yeah, I want to help
I
people.
love
I
it,
want
man.
to
I
help a
feel
lot
your
of people.
energy. I feel
Yeah.
your passion. I love it.
Yeah,
I really
Thank
do.
you, man. What's yours?
It's a good question.
Yeah, what's yours? And I want to ask you also about this tattoo on your arm too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my big dream is to have enough money for 3 generations.
Huge. Wow.
That's my big dream.
Why 3 generations?
Because they say that by the 3rd generation it gets fucked up.
Your name gets fucked
No,
up?
the money's gone. The
money
money
gets
gets
fucked up?
spent.
Yeah.
By,
There's no principles in place.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, brother.
So let's go for 3 generations.
Well, I want them to work their ass off too.
100%.
Like your boys, I guarantee, are gonna grind.
Oh, they're going to know the value of money.
Damn right,
100%.
that's how you learned it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
My
can't see
dad
you
showed
being
me
any other
that,
way.
and I'm gonna show him the same goddamn thing.
100%.
Yeah.
You
for
gotta
sure.
you gotta have it without me.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna help you make sure you got good schooling.
Yeah.
To where me, man, I hated school. Why? Dude, I broke this down to a few different people. When teacher was teaching one subject and she moved on to second, third, and fourth, hun, I didn't get the first one. Slow down a little bit. I had a problem with learning.
Right.
It's okay. Dude,
Yeah.
it's completely okay.
100%.
My parents couldn't afford a tutor. If I got a tutor at a young age, that would have changed everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Small little things like that. So when we take care of our kids down the road,
They're
I
gonna
don't
have
want those
those
small little things to
opportunities.
impact them.
Exactly.
So when I
We're
see
gonna
that,
fill in those gaps.
100%. You want to
Yeah.
be a golfer? I want to hire a good coach for you.
Right.
You want to be a and then you're going to see, Dad, I don't want to be a golfer anymore. That's okay, buddy. What's
Right.
the next thing?
But you tried.
I want to be a boxer. Well, I'm going to hire a good boxing coach.
Right.
Okay, I don't really want you to box. Whatever. I'm going to hire the best things for you to have the best opportunity to
For
be
sure.
your best self.
I agree.
Right? And I didn't say that, but I also don't have a family. But I want to have my wife and I have a life that I've never had. I want to share something new with her that she's also never had.
Right.
You know? I've never got to go to the nicest places. I haven't, man. I've gone to nice restaurants and things like that, but it's also because I'm kind of cheap. You know? So, no, dude, I want money to not be a reason why. But, so
We're gonna figure
3
out
generations, 3
3
generations.
generations,
Yep.
and I want to start a non-for-profit
Huge.
to help out as many kids as I possibly can.
How?
So I would love to start an IT trade school
Wow, dude.
because so there's an IT trade school called Per Scholars
Okay.
in New York.
Okay.
And I went through their program and I became A+ certified. Wow. That program changed my life. It gave me the a legit license to be a computer technician. So that catapulted me. And I took that and I ran with it, you know? So I want to provide that type of learning, that type of environment for kids who got kicked out of high school, who didn't fit in the system. You know, kids who like to work
Powerful.
with their hands. You know what I mean?
Powerful, man. We
Give
need
them
more
a
of that.
way out.
More of that.
You know? So
Huge.
that's really my dream.
Why non-for-profit? Because I'm not educated in that space.
So non-for-profits, the benefits of them is that you can get a lot of funding.
Okay.
So for example,
It's going to help a larger group of people.
rich people love to donate money to good cause because it's a tax write-off for them.
Yeah.
So non-for-profits are really the best way to grow an organization like this.
Especially like a school type of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. anything to do with kids or learning, people want to donate. And we could hold
And nothing like
galas
help-
and host events.
Bro, nothing like helping youth.
Nothing.
There's something about it. I think it keeps you younger too.
For sure.
When I train younger kids, younger soccer players and whatnot, I train
Yeah.
a lot of soccer players. There's something about them. And I make sure that they come with respect.
For sure.
But I think being around younger generations, I think it's really good for people to teach. Once you understand something, you become an expert, hit the youth, man.
Right.
My avatar of client, no questions, over 30. And a
For sure.
young business professional, for sure.
For sure.
Preferably previous athletic experience. But also, I love youth. Like, I have youth 3 to 4 times a week. And I love them.
That's great.
There's energy there, and they're a sponge.
Yeah. And they bring a different perspective, right? Like, we were kids once, but they're kids in a different generation with different tools, with different
100%.
understandings and different cultures being in play in the world, different things happening.
100%. Leo.
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
you can always
And I'm
learn from
interested.
anybody. Yeah.
I'm interested in the perception.
I want to see how they view the world.
I want to hear it. I'm not going
Yeah.
to act like I'm going to patronize or condescend.
For
You know,
sure.
dude, speak. Let me hear what you got to say.
I love hearing my 3-year-old talk.
Oh, dude, come on.
He's so bright. He
Yeah.
has the greatest conversations.
Coming from you, man, of course.
I love it. I appreciate
Yeah, of course.
that.
Yeah. No, dude, I dig it. I dig it.
Me too.
I dig it. Tell me about this tattoo.
So I have a tattoo
down.
here in my arm
Yeah.
that says, I am one with the Force. And on the other side, it says, the Force is with me. So if anybody who knows me, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars, everything. But I'm also very spiritual. And I'm also somebody who loves astronomy and science and quantum physics. And I love learning about all that and the planets. And so I truly believe that there's an energy, a force out there that we're all a part of.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
We are this force, this energy. We are godly. We are beings that are made of energy and light, and we're here to create, and we're here to live, and we're here to experience. So to me, I am one with the force. The force is with me. I am part of that. I am part of this system. I'm part of this whole that gives all of this meaning and energy. You know? So I try to be the best version of me that I can possibly be, so I can radiate and help as many as I can.
And that just continues to help your shine. Some people talk about, when me growing up, they talk about rat race. It's a horrible way to look at life. It's a horrible statement, too.
It really is.
When you see successful people that are doing it the right way, a good business that helps other people, not just taking money, but really helping people,
Right.
those people fucking shine, man.
Yeah, man.
And that's not a rat race. That
It's
is
not.
a human being that has found their purpose and their calling. And you don't see what these people like myself and like you do when we're not on camera, when we're not working. We meditate a lot.
For sure.
We pray a lot. I need to channel a lot of energy. And a lot of it's natural, but I need to keep myself clean too and sharp so I can be there for people.
Right.
So the force is within you. Yeah, that's God.
100%.
And like you also said, we are God.
We are.
You know, to be at your best self, and when you continuously do that, the universe and the angels not only conspire to make it the life, your dreams become reality, and you manifest that, but they give you the energy to do it. And the best thing about doing all that stuff is the person you become through the process.
Exactly.
To where don't fall in love with, hey, well, I want a 6-week program. Fall in love with the human being
journey.
you come.
Yes.
And that's how I want my website to be. You can have the 8-week program if you're that kind of dude. Or you can click the journey, and the journey is a lifestyle change.
That's beautiful.
The 8-week program is, I throw you the workouts, we got the phone calls, you visually know what to do, you know, it's all the literature as well,
So
philosophy.
that's definitely what's next for you.
Yeah. It's been that way for 5 years, Leo, and
That's
I've not done it.
definitely going to be, no, we're going to make this happen.
Yeah.
That's definitely what's next
and
for you.
I love men's everything. I like my men to dress well. I have a couple clients that are IT guys, have not the first clue how to dress.
Oh my God.
And they got the money. I'm like, dude, you got a big part of it, bro. Now we got to get you dressing well, standing well, sitting well.
Like Coach Prime says, you look good, you feel good.
Talk to me.
You feel good, you play good.
Talk to me.
You play good, you act right.
Damn right. Damn right. Absolutely, man. You got to be it.
Yeah.
And, it's not going to happen right away. They're going to keep doing that bullshit slouch that they do. And it's like,
Nah,
it's going
man.
to come eventually, though.
For sure.
And more muscle you put on your body, more body aware you are. You can actually feel your
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
muscles. You can feel your lower back, your glutes,
sure.
your quads.
It feels good, you
Come
know?
on
You
now.
feel yourself a little bit.
100%. 100%. But no, the journey, man. And who you become within the process is what takes you to the next what's the word?
Level.
Evolution. Next evolution
Yeah.
of life is who you become.
For sure.
And then you can handle the blessings. Because if you don't have enough discipline to handle the blessings that you're praying for, you're fucked.
For sure.
If you don't have the work ethic, you can't wake up early. You can't handle all the work. You can't handle all the clients. You can't handle the phone calls, the emails.
There are so many people out there that can't even see the blessing.
Come on, man.
It's unfortunate.
I've been there, though.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a hard time seeing all my blessings, too.
Yeah.
I can't act like I don't. Sometimes it's like, dude, I've got the best clients in the world.
And you got to appreciate it.
Oh, my God. And just with that gratitude comes more.
This morning, I went to go walk my dog, and I live right by the beach. So we went to the beach, and the sun was rising, and I'm just like, man, thank you, God. I am just so blessed. You know, like just to be alive and experiencing this, and being able to be here in this beach with my dog. You know, it's just so grateful.
Those little prayers, man, are so cool.
They're so cool.
It's like, I do that too.
They're so cool.
It's like a little random throughout the day. There's not a
Yeah.
time that I set out. No, it's just like right now. I just boom. I'm just pure gratitude. And it's like, I don't know, you catch a smile from an angel or something.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like Ray Perez, for an example. I'm very grateful I met him. I'm grateful he stays in contact with me. He's a busy dude.
How'd you guys meet?
Again, how did we meet? Dude, I think we met years ago when I was in the gym at Panorama.
Got you.
Working out, and he has a lot of energy,
He does.
right? So we just kind of met through that way. And dude, we met again. I was training another client a few months back, saw Ray after years, and we reconnected. And but again, guy has never asked for anything from me. He just gives. And the least I can do is give him my time. You know, but eventually him and I will do something. I can feel that.
For sure.
Him and I would definitely do something.
For sure.
We'll see. What better in life than do business with your friends?
Isn't that great?
Right?
It's the best.
That's the best, man.
People you trust, everybody wins.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody wins. Seeing your boys win is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you give me one thing that you got from that 3-day with Dr. Miriam?
Damn. I would say
Did you know of her prior to
Not
that event?
really.
No, not really.
not really, no. But you got to keep in mind, I wasn't there all the time either. I was there just for a really short period of time.
From what you experienced, what did you think?
That I need to up my frequency. Because I have, she said I didn't, but on the scale, when they were doing the scale, my numbers weren't that high. And I was kind of shocked by that. Like you had high numbers, Ray has high numbers, he's like in the 6s or something like that. And I think I was in like the 3s.
3 what? Do you recall?
365.
That's not that bad.
That's what she said.
That's not that bad.
But I was surprised because, I mean, I've never heard anything with me in low energy, you know? But I want to give you a better answer than that. I wasn't there enough and long enough to give you a better answer. I love the company of people like that. I like the company of human beings that...
It's not
The
low
energy.
energy. It's just a different frequency,
Okay.
right? So it's not that your energy is low, because your energy is not low. It's just that, how do I best explain it? You just haven't been open to those higher frequencies yet.
Facts. That's an absolute fact.
That's really all it is.
And I'm not around enough people like that. I'm around people oftentimes that I'm nurturing, that I'm taking care of.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
by nighttime, you'll see me pretty low. You know,
'Cause you're
that's another
drained.
thing. That's another thing that nobody sees. At nighttime, my woman and I want to go out to dinner. I'm like, honey, can we stay home?
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
like,
you're probably fucking drained.
bro, 100%. 100%. And, but my work needs me to be sharp, and it needs the energy. So I'm okay with, like, we can go back 15, 20 minutes ago, like, well, what's the dream? Well, I don't want to expend all that energy every day.
Right.
You know, I want to be a good man.
Yeah, you want to save that energy for yourself a little bit.
Got it, brother.
You know?
Because, yeah, it's tiring.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not around enough people like this enough. Every day I'm servicing human beings. So I'm a teacher, a coach all
Right.
day. That's a different frequency. I'm not getting to have these type of back and forth conversations. It's usually
Right.
me talking and telling, not me receiving a whole lot. So, yeah, that's probably it, man. That's probably it. Need more mastermind groups.
For sure.
Yeah. And I need to commit to them because Ray invites me and I only go for a short time because I have clients. And that's a real
Yeah.
life excuse.
For
but,
sure.
I should take the time and go for the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's on me. I got to figure that out.
You're good at discipline. I bet you can figure it out. I
man.
bet you can figure it out.
100%. I can figure anything out I put my mind to.
For sure.
Anything.
Well, where can everybody find you? What's your IG, your Facebook, website, whatever it may be?
Copy. So website is the same as my Instagram. Instagram is The Willpower Effect with an E. And my website is thewillpowereffect.com. My Facebook is Will Lance, if anybody does Facebook. I think that's all I'm on. LinkedIn, yeah, but I don't mess around with LinkedIn. Instagram, Facebook, my website, thewillpowereffect.com. Merch will come soon. That's what's up, man. And YouTube.
Nice.
YouTube is Will Lance. Lantz.
Any message that you want to leave the fans with?
Every day, give your best effort. If you're not tired at the end of the day, you've not given your best effort. Being tired is earned. You earn
Facts.
being tired. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to stay at home and not go out with drinks with your friends. That's evolvement. You're evolving. You got to earn a good life. A good life is earned. It's not given. And that's what makes it feel so good. Work hard every single day.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, brother.
Will, it's been an honor and a
Likewise.
pleasure having you on the show.
Give me love.
Man, you are so powerful.
Thank you,
I
brother.
feel your energy. I feel your passion. And I know for a fact that you're going to do great things.
Thanithank you, brother. Hopefully we do something together.
We are definitely going to do something
100%.
together. 100%.
Thank you for having me on, man.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Now, how was that? Which camera am I looking at? How was that? Wasn't that so powerful and inspirational? Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.